So Jenna's already got this solved 95% of the way for us.
100%.
100% of the way. Excellent. 100% of the way for us. So again, what I want you to realize is a lot of you are still asking me questions, which I love, by the way. I love your questions. But I'm hearing questions like, do I multiply or do I divide? And the answer is always, look at the units. Look at what the units are telling you to do. Say that again. Yeah, so when it says per, that implies division, right? Per. So the scallops, you don't know the unit price, which means for the scallops, you're going to have some dollars per 1 pound. Some dollars per 1 pound. According to the label on the scallops, there is 1.08 pounds of them. So the next fraction you're going to want to line up.
Oh, I did it backwards.
That's okay, you went upside down. You put the pounds up top, the dollars on the bottom.
No, I had the 1.8 reverse.
Doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter, because they're equal. And then you know the total cost is $17.28, I believe I got that number correct.
26.
26 cents, thank you.
I made these for you.
So now the question is, what do you do to solve this? Why? Tell me why. I agree. Because you have to get, how do you get from 1.08 back to 1? You divide by 1.08. So in other words, you'd also have to divide 17.26 by 1.08. It's method 1. Literally, the question you're doing right now is a throwback to week 1, as it always will be. This whole class is connected to that idea of proportionality. Yeah, in 98 we take it and go much, much further with it. Cool, so how much is the unit price per pound, Chloe? You had it, right?
15.98.
There we go, $15.98 per pound, if you want to put per pound on there too, for 1 pound. I like it. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Thank you. Cool? Now it's a little bit fictitious because in an actual grocery store they wouldn't hide that from you, it would be on the package. I just wanted to make sure you know where these numbers are coming from, how you can figure it out without being told. All right, let's do the fresh Atlantic salmon fillets. Let's find another board here. Let's go by Jonah. All right, salmon. Move the camera too, I think. Yeah, the library room is totally different than this one. There's computers everywhere. It's a computer lab, actually. We're gonna be having the class in, which I think is gonna be easier for us because we're gonna use computers a lot more.
All of them would just divide.
Let's find out. I don't making sweeping generalizations like that, Amelia, so let's look at it piece by piece. Is that okay? Now here's something I will make a generalization about, my friend. Unfortunately, I just erased it. It was right above Jonah's head. But the proportion that we just used there can be used every single time. So for example, for the set...
Every single time.
No, every single time. Literally.
No.
Yes.
Jenna's gonna fight you on that. She's gonna
We're gonna get in a fight. He's gonna kick my ass. I'm still gonna say I'm right on this one. So for the salmon, we know the unit price, yes? What's the unit price?
8.38.
What is it?
9.8.
$9.98 a pound, right? If I'm looking at it correctly, $9.98 per 1 pound. What do you know about these salmon fillets?
It's not a whole pound because it's $8.
It's not even a pound because it only costs $8.38. Thank you, Nika. So in other words, what part of this fraction do we now know?
We now know the top.
We do. And that top is $8.38. Thank you, my friend. What we don't know is what? How much it weighs. We don't know how much it weighs. So now we have to figure out. Now, Nika's already got a suggestion, and and Ellie, I give her credit too, but she's not here to give her credit to. I will give her to you, she's not here. It's less than a pound.
Yeah.
How can we figure out how much less than a pound it actually is? Jenna, help me!
9.98 divided by 8.38.
Wouldn't that be a number that's bigger than 1?
You would know. It's less.
9 divided by 8 is bigger than 1, right?
I thought she said that.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Now, Jenna, let's walk through that again. You said divide the 9.98 by the 8.38.
That's how I did it. Now I'm trying to.
That's okay. Try Skethid Blue.
It'd be
$8.38 times 1 pound. Just write all the words out with the math. It's okay. Some of this stuff's going to disappear. Equals $9.98 times question mark. That's the first part of method 1. Now method 2. Skethid Blue. Now back in the day, these were just numbers, right? And one of them was a question mark. Now some of them have units. Don't get freaked out. Aren't some of those units going to cancel?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What should we do next? Let's not worry about canceling units next. Let's worry about actually doing some math next. What should we do? Method 2, once you multiplied the diagonals, what did you then do?
Divide.
You divided by the number that's over there by the question mark, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do that to both sides. I'm going to divide this side by that $9.98. I'm going to divide this side by that $9.98. That equals 1. We're left with just a question mark on the right side. Yes? Thank you. That's going to be the answer when we're done. Now, we're going to...
The 1 doesn't matter.
The 1 doesn't matter. It's going to be multiplied by 1. It doesn't change anything. What units are going to cancel? Oh, yes, they are, aren't they? Because you said dollars divided by dollars. So we're going to divide off those dollars.
Why are you
Is
whispering?
the pound going to divide off? Is the pound going to divide off? I hope not. Because the question is, how much do the Simon fillets weigh? And they got to weigh something with a unit, like pounds. So I like the fact that pounds is still there. Good! So the unit on this number is going to be pounds. Hell yeah! All you got to do now is figure out how many pounds. Let's do the math now. 8. This is no longer $8.38. This is simply 8.38. Why is it simply 8.38?
It's a percentage of the...
Exactly, because we divided off the dollars. It's now not a dollar amount anymore. It's a percentage of a dollar. Thank you. What's 8.38 times 1? Thank you, 8.38. What's 8.38 divided by 9.98? 0.84. 0.84 what? Pounds. I'm going to use the symbol for pound. Otherwise, go to the hashtag or tic-tac-toe board. There you go. That's how much they weigh. Ellie, you're back. I can give you props now. Earlier, you said they weigh less than a pound. Bless you, my friend. Yes, now we know how much they weigh. Why is it important to know how much they weigh? Because the price depends on that, right? Less than a pound can mean anything from an ounce to 0.99 pounds. And when something costs about $90 or almost $10 a pound, that's a big difference in price. So yeah, less than a pound is correct. Now we know precisely how much a pound is. About 5/6 of a pound, approximately 5/6. There we go, thank you. So again, the reason I bring this up and the reason I slow it down and do it as a proportion is because it's the same proportion we used over there. The only difference is where the question mark is. Where the question mark is. You can always break it down to these questions. Where's the question mark? Is this okay? We buying this? Let's do one more. And then take a break. We're almost at break time. Yes, I know. We need a break. Yeah, thank you. All right, let's swing this around. Camera's still recording. Flux capacitor flexing. Camera panning is too fast. To hell with you. It's just fast enough. Now we're doing boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm realizing how insensitive this is to vegetarians. I should probably change this to like Cocoa Puffs or something.
No.
Fine.
Chicken! I don't have numbers anymore. There we go. That's a good check, thank you. Total price of the chicken. So if we know, if we're looking for the total price, we have to know what? I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for more of a contextual answer. So what do we have to know in order to know how much a chicken costs? We got to know the unit price, Ariel, and what else do we have? Thank you for that. And we also have to know what? How much it weighs, because the whole proportion is based on 4 things. And the unit price is 2 of those things. That's gorgeous. Thank you, my friend. So we have to know the unit price of the chicken, which is what? $2.48 a pound? Thank you. $2.48 per 1 pound. Thank you. And we also know how much this package of chicken weighs, right, Nika? How much?
5.64.
5.64 pounds. Thank you. What we don't know is the total cost. What we do know is we can find it. I love that idea. Method 1, method 2.
2.
Believe it, let's do it both ways. Let's do 1 and then 2. Let's do 1 and then 2. Remember, they're interchangeable. They do the same thing. Let's do them both ways. Method 1, and I can see why method 1 would be appealing, because you have to go from 1 pound to 5.64 pounds. What do you multiply by? 5.64. So to get the total price, you'd multiply $2.48 times 5.64. To get you what?
13.98.
$13.98. Notice how I brought the unit along. Why is that legit? Why did I bring the unit along? Go ahead, Nika. Because, well, that's a good answer. You want to actually see the pounds cancel out by doing method 2? Because we don't really see the pounds, if I may, we don't really see the pounds cancel out with method 1. And the reason is, this number has a pound unit on it already, and so does that one. So when you multiply, the unit's already there. There's no need to restate or remultiply by the pound. With this one, the question mark should have a $sign on it, because the unit here has to match the unit here. So the question mark itself is just $13.98, but the unit on that is dollars. Shall we do method 2, or is method 1 okay? Method 1's totally fine. And that's what I think Jenna was getting at earlier. When I mentioned you can solve all of these the same way, she said no, I said yes. But I think we responded to 2 different things. She said no because you don't solve them the exact same way each time. The question I kept hearing as we walked around the room was, do I multiply or do I divide? Do I multiply or do I divide? And the answer is, it depends on what you're looking for. But you start them all with the same proportion and work from there. Does that kind of make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Yes.
Is this
Oh.
on the final?
What's that?
Is this on the final?
Well, let's use some deductive reasoning.
No method.
We have done method 1 and method 2 every week for 10.5 weeks. We're gonna go ahead. I starts photobombing. We're gonna go ahead and make an assumption that hell yeah is gonna be on the final. You look so pissed. Should be great at it by now. 10.5 weeks. Let's take 5. Those are your notes. Those are notes. Keep them.